My name is Barbara Mulas, and I work as communication manager and independent curator for Victoria Square project, where we are now. And I can introduce Victoria Square project if you like. So Victoria Square project is an art project founded by Rick Lowe in April 2017 under the umbrella of Documenta 14. And the creator defined it as social sculpture, which is a term that has been founded by Joseph Beuys, and it means an artwork which is a container mostly that is activated as an artwork only through the social relations that are stimulated through it. So the project itself is context and community based, and now it's run autonomously from Documenta. It's also the only project still on, and it's led together with Maria Papadimitriou, a Greek public artist. The team is very small. We are 5 of us, and we have different duties, but we are all flexible. We work like a family, and the main purpose of the project is to bring a spot of light and discussion in Victoria, which is a very specific neighborhood in Athens. The people living in the neighborhood since the 50s, they don't like the new shape of the neighborhood. They perceive it as unsafe. There is quite few issues that are connected to poverty, of course. Simulate somehow a different perspective of the neighborhood and change a bit the surface image that it does have. Rick Lowe decided to open the space here, just around the corner of Victoria Square, and he chose the position specifically because it does have 2 big windows and it's in a corner just off-side from the square. So the idea of this space is that it's a skeleton. It's a naked space, like a social sculpture, has to be visible to stimulate interactions. The idea of using art in a relational way, it's essential. In fact, what we do, we use creativity as a tool to engage people into conversation. We like to define ourselves like an open platform for dialogue, like a round table for discussion, a little bit like a forum in the city. And our activities are an excuse mainly to engage with people. So we offer workshops, we have a very broad program which is very flexible and changes very often. And we like the idea that we don't have a stable calendar of activities, because this makes it so much easier for us to remoderate our vision and methodology. The point for us is to create a big network, and this is our way to, as you said before, to promote solidarity. For us, the main point is not to focus on the refugee crisis. Our approach is like a little bit more subtle. We do focus on human beings, first of all, which includes refugees. The division itself, it's what creates uncohesion. So what we try to do is to engage everyone on the same level and to try to create an occasion to mix the people. Every Wednesday we organize an open lunch, which is an excuse basically to gather the people together and eat all together, which is an act that everyone does, but not everyone shares. So we are not a humanitarian situation in which we offer meals and we offer solutions for accommodation. We are going to teach you a language and teach you skills, but maybe through our activities you can also learn some new skills. You can meet people that can possibly teach you another language or things like this. So our way of being into this social context is to use creativity in a different way that doesn't involve necessarily knowledge and expertise in the art world. Everyone can have access. I don't like working in the art market. I like working towards like social change. So you could take it out. As I said before, we are not an art gallery, so what we do is touchable and movable. This is an exhibition curated by Action Aid that we are hosting. We had a big event last Sunday, which was called Elpidos 2030. Elpidos itself, the street means hope, so that's a very specific name. We organized this big event that was in collaboration with many associations, and it was under the umbrella of Athens Capitals of Books. The event itself was having different activities, and there were 17 goals, which are 17 possible ways for a more sustainable planet. Something like that. So this is a project that they did in collaboration with schools, where they gave the kids the possibility of expressing themselves through fanzines about the 17 goals. Some goals were regarding the economy, some others is the use of water, some other is like cooperation. The kids express themselves. Sometimes we have a donation box for the teachers that are helping us, but it's completely up to the people to just contribute or not. And this also is a very important key for avoiding gentrification, because our art projects sometimes can suggest solidarity, but then they actually bring a drastic change which is not affordable for the rest of the people, and this is what we try to fight against by having a very low profile and bottom-up approach.
Trying to recycling things like bottles, newspaper, and making things just to make trash to treasure, make them something useful with the things which they throw away, but we can make it to something which is useful. I can do that, to recycle things like newspaper. We just buy the shoes, and then we plant in the beads inside the shoes, like that, just to make it for a change, make it beautiful and